Good morning, good afternoon, and thank you for joining me. My name is Rashid Umar. I am a doctoral candidate in the DBA program at the University of Leuven. Today, I will present an overview of my dissertation titled, quote, The Soft Layoff Effect: How Post-Merger Leadership, Restructuring, and DEI Rollback Influence Voluntary Exits Among African American Employees in the Tech Sector. End quote. This project relies on my lived experience in the industry and is driven by an urgent need to explore the often overlooked exit patterns that emerge following organizational change. This research focuses on lived experiences of African American professionals in the industry. My study is grounded in a real world context, specifically the Microsoft Activision merger. I introduced the concept of, quote, soft layoffs, refer to situations where employees depart not only because of formal terminations, but due to cultural displacement, loss of psychological safety, and policy regression. Mergers and acquisitions research has largely focused on financial performance and operational outcomes. However, these analyses often overlook the human dimension, particularly how mergers affect underrepresented employees. When DEI initiatives are deprioritized or dismantled, many employees choose to leave voluntarily. These departures are often visible in the traditional HR data and underreported in academic research. The purpose of my study is twofold. First, to capture and elevate the lived experiences of African American employees who feel excluded or unsupported after the merger. Second, to examine how the rollback of DEI policies contribute to a subtle yet significant pattern of voluntary exits, what I'm calling the soft layoff effect. Research question number one examines how African American employees experience changes in leadership following a merger. Research question number two explores how DE&I rollback influences individuals' sense of belonging and inclusion. I'm employing phen- phenomenologically because or phenomenological because it enables deep inquiry into personal meaning making, I'm sorry. Data will be gathered through semi-structured interviews to allow participants to express themselves freely about their experiences. I utilize three theoretical lenses. One, critical race theory, which illuminates the subtle ways in which power and race functions within institutions. Two, organizational justice theory emphasizes employees' perceptions of fairness, especially during restructuring. Four, Lewin's change management model offers a framework for understanding how change is executed and resisted. The study will focus on African American professionals in the U.S. tech sector who have navigated a post merger environment. All participants must have voluntarily left a company following leadership restructuring or a noticeable rollback of DE&I efforts. This enables rich firsthand narratives grounded in direct experience. So far, I've completed comprehensive drafts of chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1 outlines the significance, background, and rationale of the study. Chapter 2 synthesizes literature related to DE&I, mergers themselves, and soft layoff phenomenon, drawing on over 30 peer-reviewed sources. My theoretical framework and research questions have been refined and approved. One major challenge, however, was selecting theories that were both conceptually aligned and practically applicable. I also had to eliminate redundant literature in Chapter 2 to ensure a tighter thematic synthesis. Formatting according to the APA style 7th edition and the University of Laverne standards required several revision cycles, but it improved both clarity and professionalism. My next goal is to complete Chapter 3, which covers methodology by June 2025. IRB materials will be submitted by July, including recruitment scripts and consent forms. Fall will be dedicated to collecting and analyzing data in chapters 4 and 5, and I aim to defend my dissertation by the end of 2025. In conclusion, this study highlights the voices of African American professionals whose perspectives are often underrepresented in merger related research. The concept of, quote, soft layoffs challenges the notion that exits only occur through formal terminations. Many leave because they no longer feel seen or safe. My hope is that research can not only inform that this research can not only uh, my hope is that this research can not only inform scholars but also assist leaders in adopting more equitable practices during times of transformation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.